Welcome to Radio 101 FM, the radio of the 60s in a galaxy near you. Join our adventures in Obduction. Today we're gonna follow Jay vs. Lewis on his #1 abduction stream on Mixer. He's going to find a way to get back home to Earth. So good luck to you, Jay.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jay. I'm working with the National Aeronautics Space Administration, and we got this call the other day from somebody called, what's his name, like Bob, and apparently he's some kind of alien, and he's kind of, don't know, stuck in some other dimension. Lucky for us, because we're stuck as well. And I thought, maybe we can go and give the man a hand. Thank you so much for joining me today. Narame from Twitch, very exciting. Always good to have people from Twitch joining me. And whoops, and if I don't bang the microphone just so hard. And thank you so much, everyone from Mixer who's joining us. And of course, Martina vs. Lewis, my own mom, is here with us today. That is very cool from YouTube. Awesome. Great. It's so nice to have you. I say, let's just delve right in. Have I actually loaded the game? There's always so many buttons to press. There we go. I think I have. There it is. That's our game. Let's resume it and see where we are. Actually, this may be the wrong game. I've been fiddling around with this a little bit to extract those HDRIs, and I think this may just be the last one I was on. So that would be the wrong one. That's a good idea, Rod. We should do that. That's a very good idea. Also, I need my other chat, don't I? I need to see you here rather than here. That makes my life much, much easier. Let's see, one day, I promise you all, I will be more organized when these things start. But what do you think of that new radio intro? That was courtesy of Patrick, of course. We had a little chat about this today, and I thought that would be just awesome to go and do... Yeah, see, this is the wrong game. It would be awesome to go and let's load the right game. This one, that's our game. There, perfect. Load the game. Yeah, so I thought it'd be awesome to have that kind of radio effect and have a little radio shown there. And the only radio I could think of was the one from Portal. So that's the one I cobbled up together. Patrick and I are working on another little project. Haha, waterfall, I love it. We're working on another little project which will be presented to you soon, maybe next Saturday. Yes, it is so cool. We don't have an outro for Obduction yet, but we're going to totally find some, I'm sure. And Patrick has given me so many exciting choices to play with. So it'll be along the lines of the Optimus Prime animation, but with a different character. So stay tuned for that next Saturday, if I can make that happen. Christina, by the way, isn't with us today. Christina is in hospital and she's waiting to undergo surgery, which is, not nice. But I hope she's going to be with us. She says she was going to be with us if she had an internet connection, but it looks like she doesn't. So, Christina, in case you're watching the pre-recorded version, we are, of course, definitely thinking of you and hoping you're going to get out of there as soon as possible. Now, my chat overlay is still not working, so I just need to have a quick fiddle here with that. And say, always on top, that's the one. And also there's one other thing that we need to do, which is background opacity. Knock that right down. There we go. There, that's the spirit. And then we need to enable this. That's exciting. That's almost what I want. I'm not entirely there yet either. Yes, healing thoughts for Christina. That's exactly right. I hope we can make that happen. Whoops. Almost. I'm nearly there, my friends. I'm nearly there. It should be, you'd think it's under appearance, where you can see background opacity, but my messages don't seem to be opacifying the way I would like it. So, bizarre stuff. They've released a new version, by the way. This may be interesting to know, the Restream people. They've released a new version of their chat, and they're promising to give us a slightly higher relay rate than before. So Narame, you said that not all messages are being relayed properly. That is always a little bit of a problem there. Oh, Brian, that's never good. Thank you, Joe. Very nice. Brian, have you got your batteries all charged up just in case you need to go on LTE and battery power? I sincerely hope so. They're working on it. I don't think it's easy. I don't think it's easy to do so. There we go. Looks like I've got some version of the chat going. It's a little bit obtrusive on my screen, but it's no problem at all. This is where we got stuck last time. So we don't exactly know how to operate this thing, but hey, let's try it out. There's also some other thing that I think I just looked at that last time, but we didn't really look at this together. So we came in with this little gondola thing that kind of just brought us here. Just getting my bearings. But there's one thing that we looked at last time and we didn't actually take a closer look. That's this thing here. And you can just about see that. So whatever this thing is, it goes down a lot. And it looks like these things have numbers on them. So I can see 35, this is 34, this is 33. And we don't really know what that is. Oh, I could do that. I don't think I can do it for now because that requires me to dig in deeper into the realms of some other configuration thing. But I can certainly do that. I can certainly do that for the next session, Narame. No problem. Yes, I was thinking about that as well. Just leave him on the screen for that a little bit longer. We can make that happen. We can make that happen. And one day, maybe that relay thing is just going to work. Yeah, so this is the thing that got us here. This little gondola thing that just came from over there via that little wonderful little waterfall that we saw in the beginning. And that just dropped us off right here. And then we went downstairs and saw that poor little alien that was there. We can't take that gondola back, I'm afraid. I would have wanted to just check out that other area because I have a feeling we may have just missed something there. Just wanted to have another little look. Don't think this is getting us anywhere. No. 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 That's that thing. We're totally going to have a crack at that. Brute forcing this thing, whatever it does. Maybe we'll get to find out what's all with all these pods there. This is another no. I suppose we checked that out last time. Oh yeah, this is where dead alien guy was sitting. So that's cool. This is where alien guy was. We can get around there here. I can already hear him. Alien guy, you okay? Man, I think we all felt really sorry for him last time because it's just, dude, I wish we could help you, but I think there's no way I can interact with him. We just need to keep in mind that he's here. And hopefully we can help him in some way. This thing is probably another message from Bob. If only it was working, which I guess it isn't. Totally destroyed. And then there's all this here. Also interesting. Yeah, the poor guy. Oh yes, there's this. We looked at that last time. And I think now that we've looked at all these pods, I wonder, it says here, species villain, pod number 30 and all that. So I wonder if each of these things that we just saw there in that big dark tunnel that we looked at, I wonder if all these people have now been, I don't know, decimated into a little pod. I don't know. That is a good question, Dreamlab. Let's have another look at him. Yeah, I wonder, like you say, what is that? Is that a third arm? Or is he lying on top of somebody? It looks like it's definitely coming out of him. Third armed species. Also, it looks like he only has one... No, he has 2 legs. Okay, 2 legs. I have read Farley's story, but I don't remember that she... Oh, yes, of course. 4 arms. Where's the 4th one? Now, maybe I can just about see something about here. That could be the 4th arm. Wouldn't that be nice? 2 keyboards, 2 computers, twice the amount of work. So I think we need to get through here. I would imagine that's what this panel-y thing is for. But sadly, we've tried opening that last time and we were just not very successful. No matter what we typed into this thing, it just didn't want to open that. That'd be good for socks. 4 arms for sock knitting. Let's take a quick walk down here and see if that gets us anywhere. And then we'll try and brute force this other thing. Do you know I'm streaming via the Miami server, the Restream Miami server today? Looking good so far. Maybe they fixed it. Guess that's that door that we needed to open from the other side. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Ah, this looks familiar. I wonder if the old code still works. If this is the same code that lets us extend the other bridges. Because I do believe we have a photo of that. Was it this? Yes, I think it was. Haha! Very good. Well, I've got the same photo here on my iPhone somewhere. Not entirely sure where, of course. That's what happens when you take lots of photos. Ah, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. That is exactly the one. Perfect. Yes, it's nice, isn't it, Joe? Absolutely. So let's see if we can just tweak these things into exactly the same positions. I think that and that was... There we go. And then we have this. And then we need to go like that. That's, of course, assuming it uses the same code. And then we do this. I think that's right, isn't it? All this, bit of that, bit of that. And then, lo and behold, haha, we have bridge. That is good, I say. Is it going to hold up? It's a good shader here. I always like that shader. I don't think I've ever tried setting up an animating shader in Blender. That's kind of a challenge in itself. I would assume instead of a regular texture, you just add a video file, but I could be wrong.
This is the best way to keep the road safe. Just stay on this path and cross the first bridge.
Yes. We've heard the lady. Don't panic. Trying not to.
Just stay on this path and cross the first bridge.
Right. Stay on this path and cross the first bridge. So I guess now that we actually have a bridge, I think we have looked at this path last time. I think this was a puzzle we have already solved. I do vaguely remember that. Oh yes, there was also this. I do think we've... Oh my god, this freaked me out here, that shadow. It's like almost somebody's creeping up behind me. Okay, that just goes round. Okay. Well, I guess now we have a way back to however we got in here. So that may come in handy.
Don't panic.
No, I won't panic. Trust we won't. Not that I remember much about it. Yes, there we go. This is our expressway back into, well, judging by the ground, I guess, Hunrath. Just in case we need to go back. I don't know. I think that's just the little kids from my neighbor that are just... I didn't know the microphone would pick that up. How exciting. They're playing downstairs in the yard. All right, Rod, bring one for me.
Don't panic.
I promise I won't, but thank you for continuously reminding me of that, woman. Patrick, I did enjoy some of the sound layouts that you made for the next animation, and I could, with that effect on there, I could just about hear those were your kids in the background, weren't they? That was actually very funny. They now sound like little monsters as well. No offense. Okay, so we think this, but they are, oh dear. We think this might be the door that might be opened by us doing that brute force session over here, maybe. I think it might. So, Mr. Alien here, sir. We're just going to try and do this, door thing one more time. If we could only help you, we would totally do that. So the issue is that we've tried this last time, and no matter which combination we try out here, it doesn't work. I mean, there's not really that many that you can try. We could do this. That doesn't do it. We could try this. That doesn't do it either. We could just do this. That turns into that, which is interesting. Try that. That also turns into that. So I wonder if that's something special, Is it? Oh, that is such a shame. It should really, it's do you know what, Narame, it's one of those things that they have good days and bad days. On some days, it literally goes and relays everything to Twitch and the other platforms. I'm so sorry that it doesn't do that today. What a shame. But we're still here with you, so there we go. I've said this before, it's kind of interesting to see if when I started multi-streaming, Mixer really just took off. And Twitch, there's hardly anyone wants to see my stuff on Twitch. It's weird. I don't know what it is, because I'm streaming to both platforms, but I guess people just discover it on Mixer much better. I don't know. What else can we do with this thing? I think we've gone... we can do these things. Does that do anything? No. How about this? Like the triples. Oh, that does that. Interesting. Bizarre. Oh, no, it's dead? Oh, that's terrible. Could well be. It's back, is it? How am I doing? Oh, I'm fairly static, aren't I? So it's difficult to see for me. Oh, yeah. No, it's back. Mine's back. It's good. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we're actually getting anywhere with this. I have a feeling we may have to do something else before this may work. Or it's one of those tricks that actually doesn't work from here at all. It needs to work from the other side. But lucky for us, we have another thing that we can try and brute force. I just forgot where that was. Was that here? I think so. Yeah, true, Dreamlab, absolutely. Very true. And YouTube, I'm not entirely sure where they want to go. They certainly want to go into this into this field somehow. They've just introduced something in addition to their super chat messages where you can pay people with a message that stands out from the chat. They've introduced super stickers now as well, which are basically like paid for emotes. So there are two ways to do that now on YouTube. But if they're really that eager on streamers, I don't know. They've just shut down the YouTube gaming app, so I don't really know where they're gonna, what's happening here. That's a possibility. Norame, that is a very, very good idea. Possible, even though I do like brute forcing stuff. Let me just, put some of these. It looks a little bit different to the panels that we... Whoa, look at that. Hey, that was brute force first attempt. Oh my god, we're going down, are we? Oh wow. That was seriously lucky. Oh dear. Oh my god. Good thing I'm recording this because I do not remember what... Oh no. Oh, that's creepy. Oh. That's not the pot for me, is it? Anyone? I think so, Dreamlab. Oh my god, look at all this. Woo-hoo! Can you imagine? That would be terrible. All they're doing is trying to power something with us as batteries. Oh, crazy. So I wonder then, is this also part of the gondola system? I mean, it looks almost, this seems to be empty, so it's almost like, room for someone else in here. Maybe they're offering it to us. Huh. So I wonder then, can we extract things and bring them elsewhere? Or can we bring people back with this system? Oh. Thank you, Narame. Thank you for not spoiling, because I mean, we have a pretty good idea. We have a pretty good idea that these things obviously represent the people that have been abducted, the people who've vanished from all these little things. But why they're stored here, I don't think we know that yet. That's an interesting one. Perhaps I'm going to take a screenshot of that, just because I can. I also wonder, since there doesn't seem to be any more interaction opportunities here with this thing, I wonder if I just type in another number, like, the proverbial number, if I just get a different type of pod here. Which pod have we got here right now? Oh, we can't see it anymore. But if I just go and type in something else, maybe like, I don't know, this. Maybe that's a number. $10.6. Ooh. Yep, let's have that one. 8.6. Human. Do you think we can revive this guy? Oh, do you think? Ah. Yes, let's have a look at that. I took a picture of that last time, didn't I? Yeah, that's the one. Pod number. Remainer. Interesting. Cecil is a Remainer. Who else is a Remainer? Just Cecil and a Prar. Cecil could be CW, and he definitely is still in Honrath. Farley is on the list here. She's on the right-hand side here, by just above the crossed-out line. Pod number 194, floor 2, position 12. Yeah, I thought so. 212. Do you think that's how we need to? Yeah, that's. I wish we could. You know, Dreamlab, you had the foresight last time to. You somehow worked out this system, didn't you? Let's see. We have a screenshot of that as well, I'm sure. Somewhere in this. There we go. I think that's it. You said it's a quad type system, right? That's exactly it, like 4x4, something like that. You've worked it out. I've of course forgotten. Yeah, 0 to 3, that was it. This is exciting. Base 4-number system, that's absolutely right, yes. Patrick, I see. I shall look at that right now. How rude is that? I was trying to click on your link and it gave me the option to ban you. That's totally not what I wanted. I hope I haven't done that accidentally. Do you know, that reminds me of a rigging system, by the way. Quaternary rigging system. Was that what they're saying, what they're calling it? I believe so. You couldn't stop yourself, huh? Well, if that's 1 and that's 5, and that's 18. I see what you mean, yes. But you did put in 18 hours a day, so there we go. It's very much worth it, Narame. Yeah, so, I'm feverishly taking a picture of that picture. Is that so? 3002, okay. 3002, and if that's a 1, what's a 2? That's a 5. Huh. Shall we go, I think, if I were to be able to go up again, then we could just work out that number in the garage there behind Farley's house back in Honrath. I wonder how we do that. How do we go back up? Here's 7, here's 9, here's 6. So I believe maybe if we just make it 0, perhaps that's just going to bring us to the position at the back, I wonder. Let's do that, perhaps. Like so. That's maybe 0. Maybe that gets us upstairs again. Maybe. I don't know how to type out 194 on this keypad. So I was wondering if we just go back to behind that garage thing in Honrath. perhaps we just make a note of some of the numbers and then, you know. Or we can work out this whole system by ourselves, who knows? Oh, back to Hunrath, Alice. And don't panic, of course, yes, very, very important. Is this the right way? Yes. No. Dang. Maybe. It'll be very interesting. How do I get back? We had it a minute ago. Oh my god. Okay, nobody panic. We can work this out. This was not where we're supposed to go then. That's going up. That's not where we want to go. Has to be 42, quite clearly. That just goes up here. That's also not where we want to go. Could have sworn it was that way. Because this is a dead end. Definitely a dead end. Ooh, Patrick, that's terrible. Ew. Oucharoo. Is it just me, or was that door clearly open last time we checked? Yeah, mousing with your left hand, if you're not used to it, not so good. That thing was open, wasn't it? Do you know, I think maybe that is this little thing, so maybe it has actually done something. That's not actually for that door, that's for this door. Man. How exciting. Ha! Is that open now? They just need to put labels on things. Haha. Fantastic. Yeah, do you know, maybe it's there and we're just not in a position to interpret it properly.
Don't panic.
Okay. We're trying not to. It's difficult, you know. Especially when that disembodied voice shouts at you from afar. Don't panic. Over here. There we go. Now the next question is, of course, where in Hunrath are we going to land? Well, here we go. Let's find out. Dreamlab, I like your idea. What do you think the chances are that the dead alien or half dead alien guy is actually Bob? I don't think he is. I don't really want to believe that. Yes, it seems familiar. No, good point. Don't tell us. I don't think he is. Oh, there we go. This is so cute. Look at that. That's just this portion of another world right here. We did use that last time. But before we do it now, let's see if there's some way to go back to Bob's garage, basically. Could be this way. Back door, psst. Don't let work know that you're watching a stream. But you know, hello anyway. Can you imagine? The applause was so loud, that gave it away. Glad to see you, glad to see you. And how about MJ Casual, huh? How weird is that? Or M Casual Jacques, as we know him as. He's the developer of something called Teleblender, and that's a little tool that can import a DAZ Studio scene into Blender. And he had something working for Blender 2.79, and Steve wanted to try this in Blender 2.8, and that version that was available was just not working with Blender 2.8. And so he sent him messages and said, hey, you're happy to collaborate, I'm a Python developer, perhaps we can do this together. Deaf ears, no answer. So today Mike posted on our Discord that there is something in the works that Jacques is doing, and he's calling it the same as Steve was going to do his fork project. So Steve was going to just go and do this himself without help. There we go, one of those things. Crazy. But the good news is, I guess Teleblender 4 is coming in some shape or form. Welcome to Rodeo Fuel, by the way. Steve, we're trying to, if you're staying, we're on a mission to figure out what the number 194 is in weird speak. I guess we just got to type it in here, right? That's how it works, right? It works both ways here. oops, sorry, clear. There we go. 194. Sounds like a number station, doesn't it? And that does that. So that's 194. Okay, little thing here. Let's go and take a pretty picture of that. Yes, where did I hear that before? Yes, something like that. I wonder if we also want to go and quickly have a look at other key numbers. Oh, that's an even better idea. That is actually a very good idea. Yeah, maybe like so, right? That would be good, yeah. Can we delete this? Is that possible to delete it? Yeah, there we go. We can, can't we? There. So this is gonna go, so we don't get too confused. I tend to get confused a lot. Whoops. Any other key personnel that, oh, that's not it. There, key personnel we want to have a look at. I'm just looking through the list here. Let's see if anyone jumps out. Celeste, Claire, Darag, David, Derek, like the guy, like the Inspector Derek from German television, that guy. He's got ducted. Yeah, do you think? I don't think the book had more pages. I mean, looking at the alphabet here, I think it may have had other pages, but maybe I didn't. Did I not look at other pages properly? Carl, Karen, Julia, Josh, Joseph. Does anyone jump out here at you guys? Eileen, Dustin, Duror. Yeah, maybe him. That's a good idea. Where is he? I'm trying to find him. Oh yeah, that guy. So 103. Yeah, why don't we have a look at him? Let's see what 103 is. So I'm so confused at how abducted uses abduction. Oh my god. Oh no, clear first. 1, 1, 3, enter. Ah, yes. Bing. Okay. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. I mean, we know how to get back. Wrong way. He says wrong way, and then he goes the wrong way again. Okay. Stone sphere, we had lots of fun with that. Traveling back and forth what feels like several million times. This is my favorite scene here, I must say. I really like this. Maybe I'll make another loop of that from this angle here. That might be nice. Yeah, especially with the nice birds in the background and all. So nice. Now, Rame, we spoke earlier about leaving the chat messages up a little bit longer in Vision. On that same note, how is the size for you? Would you think the size is okay? Would you like it bigger, smaller? While I'm making a change, I thought maybe I'll implement several changes. I've often been thinking it's okay, but it could also be just a little bit bigger. That's just my, Fine for you, good stuff. We'll leave the size alone. If only we could find our way up here again. Ooh, Rod Shelley, thank you so much for hosting my stream. Much appreciated. Well, speaking of sound effects, we should maybe cue up something like this. That's essentially us setting off on another secret mission, which is, of course, going back to what we lovingly like to call Green World. What is it really called? I'm sure Green World is not the correct name. Was this it? Or was this it? Murray, right, okay. What's the grey world called then? The one that looks pretty much like, like this here, just grey. So Murray is the green world. New Jersey, yes. Fantastic. That's Captar, right. Was this the sphere that gets us back? I'm just going to try it out, I don't know. Come on, let's try this. Captar, Murray, and Honrath. And so that means we have one. That's confusing. Honrath's shield is Soria. That, I don't know what that means. I remember there's one more dimension, but I don't think we've been there yet. Are we in the right place? It looks familiar. It looks familiar, but of course we're not in the right place. No. Let's not go further. I haven't been there. No, I don't think I have. Oh, I see. So the purple, like the purple stone type world, that's this thing that's called Soria. Do you think we're going to go there at one point? Is that a visitable world? Is that a word? Visitable? It is now. Okay. Nobody panic. We're back in Honrath, but only for literally less than 10 seconds, because now we're going to go. I like it. Yeah, I'm confused now. This thing did not bring us back in the right place, did it? That is also not going to bring us back in the right place. I mean, I don't think. We can try it out, but I don't think it will. Which of course begs the question, what will bring us back to from whence we came? Dear Patrick, you mean the one for Subnautica? That one? I did like that as well. I do like the radio announcer as well. That's a nice personality. I don't think it was, Brian. I'm not entirely sure if I'm not entirely sure if it was. It looked like we're in the right dimension, but I think we weren't in the correct spot. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to get us into the correct spot either, because we just couldn't walk anywhere, much like now. Oh, is this the right spot? Hello, dying alien guy. We've worked out what your name was. I mean, the name of your... the name of your dimension. Yeah, I don't recall us going over a bridge here. I don't think that's... Well, I'm going back. If Brian says the first one is correct, I believe in Brian. Let me guess, don't panic, right? Just wanted to hear it one more time. What are we not supposed to do?
Don't panic.
Gotcha. Thanks. Just wanted to make sure. Your clues are as mysterious as this game, Narame. Very much appreciated. Okay, let's go back. It was, wasn't it? Yes. I thought we'll just, after this stone disc thing, we'll just go breeze through this, meet Bob and say, hey Bob, how can we help? Bob says, hey, please press this button. We all have lemonade, the end. No, it's not that easy, is it? It's never that easy. Okay, so the first one... Are you confused? I distinctly remember trying out this thing by this thing here. And I got in the wrong spot. Then I clearly remember walking over here, trying out, oh man, the thing that used to be quite clearly here. We decided not to use it and went straight back. Only to now no longer have a teleportation point here, but now be teleported here. Yeah, but how did I then get transported back to this spot, Brian? Oh. All I know how to do is just go back. I hope to restore the space-time continuum and hope no one's noticed. It's almost like this doesn't go back to the same spot. This goes back into a different spot. Oh. Yeah, the first thing we do when we meet Bob, it's not about you, Bob, it's about us. What the hell, Bob? Help us out here, man. Okay. back in Murray, where no one's supposed to panic. Let's not panic. It's nice and green. Fresh air and all. That's exactly what happened. We just applied the HDRI the wrong way around. Don't panic, right? Gotcha. Thanks. And then we just go over this bridge. I think I do remember it now. Sometimes you just have to step back. And then we go through here. Yes. And then, if I remember, what we're going to do now is go back into this thing and see if we can find Farley's pod. Okay. Nobody panic as I hack in the number that makes up 194. That I don't want to take a picture of that. I was going to look at my pictures. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, that was the other alien bloke. Let's not look at him. Let's look at this. 194. So it's essentially... I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to go and take a picture of that with my iPhone. And then I'm just going to go and dial that thing in. Like so. Okay. Yeah, I got your number, Farley. And maybe actually while we're here, maybe I'll take a picture of the other bloke as well here, this guy. Just so that... There. Perfect. Okay, Farley, let's look y'all up. And it was, look at that. So there's 1 point missing here from the thing that we had in the garage. That had another blob here. Very interesting. Okay. That's what it looked like. Alrighty, I'm pressing the button. Whoop. Okie doke. $212. Oh, I'm afraid to look. Farley! Don't panic, dude. Definitely Farley, right? Farley Ice Pop. Okay, good to know. Now what? Could cut her out of the ice. Isn't there a button here somewhere that we press and defrost her? There is this thing over here. That's interesting. Can we not go there somehow? No. That'd be too easy. Farley. There's nothing else we can do here. Come on. There's got to be something. Anything. What happens if we just press the button again? Great minds think alike. Close, but no cigar. What happens if we put her in a different position? That is a good idea. Good point, actually, Narami. Yeah. Perhaps we should start with another punter instead. What do you think? Let's try the other guy. What's his name? With G and X. from another planet. Maybe we should try him. See what he looks like. That's him. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Very good. So that, it looks like this. And I believe this, even though I cannot vouch for it. And I think, was this possible? Can I do this? No, right? No, that's not. Just trying out here that, because there's no blob here, I wonder if I can just smear this thing longer, but no, that's not quite possible. So I think that could be him. Okay, bye Farley. Also, I'm a little bit sketchy on who actually froze her. Ah. She wouldn't have frozen herself, would she? Or did they freeze themselves and with the intention of escaping this madness? I guess I must have made a little mistake here. Let me have another look at that photo. I think my chat overlay was just in the way. User. No, not that. It's no, not that. That, exactly. All right, yes, I've missed one blob up here. Oops. Okay, so this blob here. Then we have these blobs, and then we don't have, I don't actually have that. We have this here, like so. No, that's also not right. It's like this, and not that. That? Really? No, not like this. That's how it is. Okay. The Blob. That was a good Dutch movie, Patrick. Dutch horror movie at its finest. Oh, here he comes. Means you. Oh yeah, okay. I never saw the stuff, no. How you doing, buddy? Can you try and communicate with us and sort of get us going on the... Oh, he's Verlaine, is he? He's Verlaine. Even though he looks like the dying dude above. Is he not? So this guy doesn't live in Murray then? Is that right, Narami? He's the guy with the four arms, right? Kind of friend slash colleague, co-worker, office acquaintance of the guy who's upstairs. I'm confused. So I can bring people up, but I can't then do anything with them once they appear here. Which makes me wonder, why would I need to do that? Oh, right. The inhabitants of Murray are called Verlaine. Okay, cool. That makes sense then. That's perfect. I just don't know where this contraption is getting us. I mean, I could probably try every single one of these pods here over the course of the next, 29 hours. But there's got to be something else. I'm kind of looking in my limited experience of adventure games of another button, lever. I don't think you spoiled it. That's okay. Yes, I remember. The Blob, the other one I liked was The Lift. They're good on short titles, the Dutch. The Blob, The Lift. Maybe I'll just try a random number. That's always good. No need to brute force anything. Yeah, I'm wondering, maybe that's a good idea. The Lift was great. The Lift was one of those movies where a bunch of people go to a party and they get drunk, and the people who run the building, they've installed some kind of microchip that was... Who have we got next? Oh, you again. Hang on a minute, you're just random humanoid, aren't you? Yeah, so they installed some kind of microchip in the lift, or the elevator, and that was made of cells or whatnot, and the cells kept multiplying, and then there's like sludge that came out of the lift, and the lift kept people trapped and all. Yes, Amsterdam. That was a good movie. That was a good action movie, actually. At least the two have a life together somewhere. Speaking of Dutch movies, then there's of course... Do you maybe this isn't actually empty, but maybe it's one of the little guys that's in the very bottom here, and we just can't see him. Then of course there's The Flodders. Good movie. Yeah, The Flodders. Some movies are hits abroad. Like we had in Germany, we had these movies that we just called them the Bud Spencer movies. Bud Spencer and Terence Hill. You're just the same guy as before. So there's basically one male human, a purple guy, and Farley, and empty pots. That's basically what there is. It's fine, you know. It takes a lot of time to model one guy for each of these pots. That would be overkill, I'm sure. Yeah, so in those movies, I always thought they were German movies, but no, they were actually Italian movies. I don't know if the Italians actually loved those movies. Modern spaghetti westerns, we can call them. Well, okay, Narami, let me try one more guy with a pattern that I've definitely not made before. Maybe like this. Good point. I do apologize, that's very true. Just because they all look alike to me doesn't mean they are alike. Very good point. Ah, second floor, haberdashery. Okay, we found generic human number 2. That's good. Oh, he does look different. I do agree. He does look different. But also, maybe it is a good idea to just reset this panel to 0 and just have another look around Murray. I mean, maybe there is something else we've overlooked. I don't really know where else to go now, because I think we've looked at pretty much all these things in Murray or Green World. Yeah, see how Bob's doing. And hello, Clap 911. Very nice to see you. Very nice. Even though I'm afraid we can't understand you. So come on. Our friend was downstairs, I believe. Oh wow, Steve McQueen was in the Blob. That's amazing. That was the, just refresh my memory there, that was the green slime stuff, right? That was just crawling over buildings and people. Thank you, Narame. I do very much appreciate that, because in my mind, let me take you through what I know so far. So we know this guy's here. He's a poor little guy. He's, we'd like to help him. This door's closed. We thought it opens with this, but we found out that that's actually the door that it opens, and that brings us back to Hunrath, essentially, via the teleporter. So then the other area that we know is the thing that we've just explored, that one here. It looks like there's nothing over on the other side. Like here, that's all empty. Well, empty, that's a dead end as far as I know. You never know with this game. Sometimes you just need to go towards the edges and you pop out again. Then when I go upstairs, that's how I got here. But it looks like I also can't go back, which is a shame. So this looks like a platform here, really. Much like on the other side. I have not seen any buttons here. And then there is there used to be the gondola that actually took me here. That is now gone. Interesting. It was here last time, and I had hoped there was a button that I could press to go back, but I've not seen it. So I think that's all we know so far. So if you do have a tip for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. As vague as possible, of course. Oh, okay, Patrick, then I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm pretty much thinking of something green that goes over buildings. Okay, so we're here for good. Okay, that's good to know. So the solution to the puzzle must be in Murray then. I don't think it's up here, because that's literally just a platform thing. Book, gotcha, Brian. Good idea. Let's do that. Yes, because I thought there was. Thank you for clarifying, by the way, that this is a one-way ride, because I thought, you never know, bug. Yes, the book, and if we have maybe just forgotten to look at page 2. Ah, okay. Which sounds like, Narame, what you're saying is, let's have another look at Hunrath, maybe. Aha. All right. Second page. Thank you, Patrick. I'll watch that later. That was the black and white version, right? Right, that's the reason for the bridge there. Ah, that could be interesting. What does that remind us of? Not that, but these two and those two. Where do I look? Under J or under, whoops, or under B? Oops. So Joseph is human 222. Ah. So we should maybe remember that, Joseph as number 222. Perhaps once we go back to Hunrath and have a look at that, maybe we should, you know. Yes, yes. I'd be very interested to see what he looks like in the frozen pot. Back to Hunrath, everyone. Was this the right way even? Oh, there we go. Was this door closed a minute ago? No. Oh, that's the other door that was closed. Indeed. I'm not entirely sure if we've lost audio here. Yeah, I think we have. Oh, there we go. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. Luckily, we only have one transporter to get us out of here, so that's a plus. That's a plus. Game controller isn't always easier, is it? I've just realized that our new automatic vacuum cleaner has been... He doesn't like cables. He likes to eat cables and spit them out somewhere else. And one of them has just landed underneath my chair. Not appreciated, Yuffie. Not appreciated. Energize, indeed. Engage. So, okay, good. This is where we want it to be. That's cool. Yeah, that's just, you know, what's up with that? Well, I suppose it's like takeaway dinner, isn't it? You take it home and then you eat it in your own environment. Does Roberta share things with you? Or does she more keep it to herself? That's not nice, is it? Just casually traveling from one end to another. Oh. They try and be nice. Oh yes, I remember. This was interesting because I can't quite remember how we get to the front of this now. Could always go back through Farley's house. Cats. There's so many YouTube videos of cats riding these vacuum cleaners. It's amazing. The views they get, unbelievable. But then not all cats are equal, so some cats really hate these things. That's crazy, Patrick. That is unbelievable. Well, while we're passing, I just want to type in number 200 here. Because that is what that's what Joseph is. Isn't he? Let's just not a picture of that. Just meant to 222. That's the one, exactly. Good. If you remember, then I will. You also have 222, indeed. Haha. Let's just go and delete the last one here. This one. We don't need that anymore. There. Bing. Yes, I am. You don't like cats? What a shame. We had the best agreement with a cat when we lived in Birmingham. And that was a neighbor's cat basically decided she's going to live with us and not with the neighbors. So the neighbors, they had a kid. We didn't. It's all very, very quiet where we were. And there was always, stuff happening in the neighbor's house. So the cat decided, hey, I'm just going to be with you guys. And that was cool. And we thought, we can't do that. We can't start feeding you. And eventually we did. We were just about to sell the house and move away. But the few months where Cat, we didn't give her a name, but where Cat was living with us, that was great. Cat stayed on the inside and sometimes wanted to go out in the evening, sometimes didn't. Sometimes when the neighbors called her, she was literally burying her head in our pillows. Very cool. Woo, Patrick, very nice. That is very funny, Patrick. Very cool. Okay. It was a very funny one, yes. Hello, Farley's house. I'm glad actually we were going back to Hunrath because, welcome. Because there's one area that I don't think has been really explained very well to us, or we can't make sense of it. So it's good to revisit those things. I think that's a great idea. We should do that next time. Literally just go in and revisit some of these things and just see what happens. So one of these things I don't get at all, maybe we get it now, is this area here, which is apparently open. You never know. Yeah, there we go. Ding, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Oh, Narame, very interesting. Someone's mentioned it in the chat. I like your tips. Very nice. They're almost as difficult to work out as the game itself. It's very cool. Yeah, so this is something we've opened this, and if you've played it as a kind of just for better or worse word early access, I wonder if they've put this in just to throw people off the track, because we looked at this and we thought, yeah, but why? So there's some recipes here. I remember taking screenshots of that. But if it does anything for us, I don't really know. What does this thing do? Last time it switched lights on or off. That's the record that's playing, by the way. Ever since we got here, about 20 hours ago. Good marks, aren't they? Yeah, so if you haven't seen this, maybe it was not actually meant to be something that we need to do stuff with. But it is certainly something that I remember we found this, and I never made the connection before, but it looks like somebody had a teleporter thing here and just hollowed this whole thing out and took it with them somewhere. Also, I want one of these open signs here. Where was it? That. Good sign. The thing we should have a closer look at has since been mentioned in the chat. What did we mention? We mentioned so many things. The blob? No, that wasn't it. Cats, ponies, critters, stereotyping. Ah. Shortcut bridge back. Hairballs. We're gonna figure this out, boys and girls. This is intriguing. Why don't we just take it from the very beginning? How we got into Hunrath in the first place. The brain. That was clearly through here. This was our first encounter. And I remember we found a lamp. At the very beginning, there was a lamp. Rod's hair! Dun, 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 dun. At the very beginning. At the very, very beginning of the game. That was here. This is kind of funny, actually. With now that we know the circular shape of things, this is the circular shape that brought us from our lake at the night with the moon type thing. This thing opened. It kind of fell down. It opened and took this whole sphere out and brought us to Hunrath. We had barbecues. And there was this thing, this light. And I remember then us looking at this thinking, what else can we do with it? I believe we turned it on. But that was really all we could do with it. It's also the first experience that we had with us not being able to transport things, so we don't have an inventory in this game. Maybe I'll switch it off. It's been burning quite a lot. Thank you, Narame. What would we do without you? Brian, don't you remember playing this game at all? What have we forgotten? Where should we be going next? We got through here. Totally. This adds replay value to the game, doesn't it? I'm terrible at these things. Yeah, I'm sure I did it once, but how? I don't remember. Okay, hit us up, Bob.
Hello, bonjour, ciao, hola, hello, shora, ni hao. Welcome to Hunrath. My name is Joseph.
Yeah, right.
I am the mayor here.
Well,
You are most probably a bit confused.
not at all, not at all.
But let me reassure you, everything will be fine.
Yes.
You're not the first to go through this experience. The others who have come before you will help you adjust. Follow the trail to the house with the white picket fence. Charlie will meet you there and introduce introduce you to your new life here.
Yes, it is absolutely not in the meaning of any offense there, Joe. It is yeah, we just joked around it, and we have this locker in Subnautica that says Rod's hair, and that's just how this all started. No offense intended at all. True, Rod, actually, it's a good point. White picket fence house. Remember taking some HDRIs right here. That was cool. They didn't look as good in that studio as I thought they should do. We can always visit CW, see if he has another tip for us. This used to be a mystery for us, but we have since solved it because it allowed us to take that car with a laser to another dimension, quickly do something, and then come back. So that puzzle we've solved. There is one other puzzle that's always been kind of playing with us, and that was up here. Let's see if we can find it. See if we can at least shed some light on it. So we can go over here. We've never been on these tracks with a thing that rides on the tracks, I don't think. And we can't get over here either. So I don't think we've ever been over on this other side here. That's one area of Hunrath I don't think we've visited yet. We've twiddled with this. There's also one thing, speaking of CW, where he said plug some power in somewhere. That's something I don't think we never really understood that. So I suppose that's something we need to do. But yes, over here, I guess that thing will allow us to go over here somehow. We just don't know how to get over here. This is what again? Some kind of electricity he wanted us to plug in somewhere. Could be related to this. But hey, difficult to say. We did something here. I remember that. But where we can plug other stuff in, I don't really remember. I'm sure we've not done it. Well, let's ask him again. Yeah, maybe that would get us into here as well. I'm pretty sure we haven't opened this either yet. So there are some parts of Hunrath that, for now, remain a bit of a mystery today. Yeah, I'm sure he will be. He's going to be so happy to see us. Oh, there's the stairs down. Yes, he's going to be so, first of all, very appreciative of all the hard work we've been putting in without literally any guidance. Okay, give it up, everyone. for the one and only CW. Yeah, we gathered that. If we keep annoying him, I wonder what happens. Come on, dude. Careful language there, Narame. Family-friendly stream and all that. Come on, dude. Open the door. Oh man, he pretends he's not in. We know you're in there. Oh. What a shame. Well, keep connecting the... Thank you, much better. Keep connecting the roots in all the worlds. So, my friends, suggestions. Where shall we go next? Actually, here's something, Narame. Maybe you can help us with that. These things that I've pointed out there, this thing up here, this little wagony bit on the other side of the elevated tracks here. Do we need to go there? Is that important? Like this here? That thing up there? Is that important? And if so, how do we get there? Okay. Let's play backgammon and drink Hunrath Cola. Yeah, so I suppose, aside from helping Joseph / Bob, this connecting the roots on the trees and all, yeah, that's, we understand that. But for the last two dimensions, so Hunrath and the other one, Captar, maybe, Grey World, what we used to call Grey World, we've done that, and in Murray, or what we used to call Green World, we have not been able to disable the red laser. No, we have disabled the red laser, but I don't think we've found a tree like this, have we? Or have we found a tree? And if so, have we found the roots of that tree? It's difficult to say now because we can't quite go back. Or can we? Oh. I haven't, have I? No, I don't think I have. Very interesting. So it's been suggested multiple times. Ponies? Mr. Grumpy? That is very funny. Indeed, at least not with the underneath with the tree thing here, with this thing here. Can't teleport there just yet. So I suppose there's one idea that springs to mind now, and if it is in fact Murray that we need to have another close look at, I'm just thinking, if just thinking out loud here, it could well be that, oh my god, yeah, we can just literally go into Grey World from here now, can't we? Oh, that's exciting. Let's not do that. So I'm going to go back upstairs before this thing completely freaks me out down here. We can go back to Murray via a different teleporter. And that way we could potentially go back to the part of Murray that is now no longer accessible with the gondola thing. I could do that, couldn't I? Let me do that. Actually, I'll do that after the stream. I'll do that after the stream. And if I'm successful, I'll go and post that thing. And then we can make HDRs with that, or DAS pictures with that. I need to find a better way of merging these things together. What do you think of that? Is that a cool idea? We could do that with nothing else to, on our agenda. Oh, do you like the new loading icon? Let's do it, says Rod. Okay, let's do it. Now, of course, I don't remember where those teleportation ports are. Let's just go through the mayor's office here, shall we? Oh, I don't think I've ever saw the lift arrive like that. That's very cool. Like it. Is this a good idea to do it via this way? Or there's also this exit here, which we could take. Huh. Yes, that's true. That's one thing that doesn't work with like whispering or something. That doesn't work cross-platform. That is a shame. Do you have a Microsoft ID, Narame? In which case, drop by on Mixer. Trying to find where another good spot is to go into. That was it? But isn't this the spot that would get us back into the same spot in Murray? I'm trying to go a different way into Murray, like so that we get to the first part there. Okay, no, I understand that. I'll tell you what, you could also, if you want to whisper me something on Twitch. That'll work. I'm WP Guru on Twitch. Let me put a link in the chat here. Oh, you know who I am because you're watching me. Very good, yes. Very, very stupid of me. That's me on Twitch. So if you whisper me something there, I can probably see that in the browser if I just bring that up quickly. Oh, I see. Right, that's even better. That's an even better idea. Because the thing is, Brian, if we go back with this thing, we just go back to the same spot. Cannot be guaranteed, though. We go to the same spot. How do we get into a different spot in Murray? Isn't there another teleporting spot there? Or am I making that up? Are they no longer in existence? I'm gonna have a look around. Sometimes you just have to look around and wonder. Oh, you mean like the frozen Joseph, right? Yeah, let's do that. That's also a good idea. That gets us here. That gets us. Oh, where does that get us? He is cool, ambitious, and misunderstood. What I like about walking around in Honrad like that is that there inevitably comes a point where you think, I have forgotten where I am and how to get out of here. Oh yes, bring it on. Is this it? It looks too grey for Murray. Hey, that rhymes. That is good. It is Greywald, isn't it? Yeah, this isn't going to get us anywhere. I mean, except for Greywald. Yeah. Do you remember that? That was cool. That would get us into Murray. This teleporter over here. Nauseum! How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Okay, Brian, let's do that then. Let's go and see if I can remember my way back here. We'll go see Joseph / Bob / Frozen Dude number 222. Taking the other one back? Okay. Okay. Yes, let's do that. Yeah, this is one such occasion. Have I walked through here? Let's find out, maybe. Yeah, we're playing mapless nauseum. I like at nauseum, that's very cool actually. And I think this is how we get there, isn't it? And yes, yes. We're back. Yes, I think Captar must be a nightmare to try and draw a map. Hunrath, I can see how that would work, but but Captar or Grey World, as we used to call it, that is just something I never have an understanding of what I've actually drawn there. It's also really difficult to comprehend where you are in the world. What about Bob? Let's find out. Are you really frozen? What do you look like when we unfreeze you? And how do I get out of here? There we go. Cool. Found it. So nope, nobody panic. Nobody panic. The Bob Boogie. That's loud. Don't panic. Okay, we won't. Over the bridge, come on. Check it out, check it out. It's the Bob Boogie, everyone. Woo. That is just too loud, man. There, okay, here we are. Let's have a look at that picture of the of how do you spell Bob in quaterny terms. This is it, 222. Right. I'm gonna go take that picture again. Like so. Let's see what Bob looks like. We could animate that. Actually, I have animated that, haven't I? This was the orange fluffy thing that was dancing around from the Carrara animation. That was the soundtrack from that. It's called Puffer from the YouTube audio library. And we go draw this into here, and I believe this, and then we do that. Is that all? Come on, this is all. Okay, this is now very exciting. Come on, Bob will sort it out. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh. He looks like Horatio from CSI Miami. That's a different dude. I think so. Huh. But the creepy music, that's not me, by the way, that is the game. Hey, that would be a good idea, Nauseum. That is a great idea, actually. Doing this with two people, trying to work out how this works. That's a great idea. But they did it, right? They tried it. Okay, let's start. Brian, you and I, we're going to start drinking and screaming at each other, and we're going to work this thing out. Yeah, Julia's working, you know. She's still doing Google spreadsheets and stuff. So I don't really know what to make of this now. This is clearly not the guy. I don't know. I'm having several thoughts here. So on one hand, I can imagine this is the guy who was the real mayor before Bob took over and tried to impersonate him. And because every new arrival doesn't really know any better, he goes, oh, that's got to be the mayor. That's got to be Joseph. But in reality, maybe that was Joseph. I don't know. Yeah, even so, I'm not entirely sure what this now means. Or how we can go and find the guy who we're supposed to find, namely the real Bob, not the fake Bob. What are we going to refer to as this guy? Is this fake Bob? Let's call him fake Bob. Or real Joseph. And the other guy then, I guess, is fake Joseph, real Bob? No, the other way around. Do you think? Okay, let me try that again then. Let me try again. I'm looking at this thing right here, and it has, I'm telling you this, it has the top, dude. The top blob checked. These two checked. This is not connected because we don't have that here. That's cool. Then there's that. These are connected. Then there's this and this and this. Yeah. That's it. According to the garage calculating device. He is real. Huh. Let's drink and yell instead. So it makes me then wonder, of course, that the guy, so let's call, if this guy is Joseph, let's call this guy Joseph, and the guy who wants us to come and rescue him is Bob, right? Let's just refer to these people as that. I wonder then, even if we were to go and rescue him, I wonder if that's a trap he's leading us into. Oh, green flying guys, help us out here. Like on the dead alien guy, right? Let's have a look here. We have so many Bobs in this game. Where was that again? This way, this way, this way. Wrong Bob. We have wrong Bob, fake Bob. Ah, did you see what I saw? I didn't quite catch that. What did you say? Poor guy. The thing is, though, that's what he's saying, right? This door is now open. Speaking of coffee, I think you guys watch out for this guy. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get myself a coffee. I will be back in 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Watch this guy. I'm trying. I just can't interact with the guy. Tia Taurus! Welcome to Subnautica Saturday? No. Oh, man. Wrong title of the game. Welcome to Abduction Monday. Thanks for joining. I bring coffee. And why is it now open? Yes, that is what I want to know. Because clearly all we did was literally go down and look up fake Joseph. And now the door is open. It literally took us 2 hours to get to this point. 2 hours. Nice smoke effects. Hey, I should take a HDRI here. That'd be kind of cool. Ah, speaking of Joseph. That's a key thing. Yes, I suppose that's what it did. So now I'm just going to take a picture of this guy because, because I can. You're so not Bob. Oh, actually, you're Bob, aren't you? You're not Joseph. Just taking some crime scene photos here. He's got this thing. I wonder if we can pick it up. I would love to have one of those guns. So it also means then that the alien upstairs here, this guy, he literally saved our lives. Dude, thank you. Just wanted to say thank you to the guy. Now, that teleporter looks a little bit different than... I was going to say maybe it'll disinfect his wounds. I don't think we've come across a contraption quite like it. Oh no, please don't do that. I swear, I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. I didn't even look around. Okay, game over, guys. Sorry, this was it. We have to start from the beginning. Seriously? What? I'm trying to understand what just happened there. I just don't. Should we have saved the game at one point? I didn't, Patrick, to answer your question. I didn't. I'm perplexed. I'm glad to see the credits roll, of course, but I hadn't expected that. Also, I don't really know what I did wrong there. I just looked. I didn't touch anything. I didn't press anything. I swear. This is just crazy. I'm so sorry, Nirami. I didn't mean to kill everyone. Well, the good thing is, I suppose now that we know what we need to do, we can just go pick it up from literally 2 hours ago. That was literally just across there. We should have just looked at number so and so, and that's it. I should have, shouldn't I? Tia Torres, I should have taken your advice there. Well, tell you what we'll do then. I say, let's load the game in again. Like this game. Ha! Now that we know what we need. Forget the last 2 hours ever happened. Hey, nice to meet you. How are you doing? Shall I roll the credits again? The titles again? Let's do that.
Welcome to Radio 101 FM, the radio of the 60s in a galaxy near you. Join our adventures in Obduction. Today we're gonna follow Jay vs. Lewis on his #1 abduction stream on Mixer. He's going to find a way to get back home to Earth. So good luck to you, Jay.
I'm so sorry. I was going to say, hi, my name is Jay. I work for the National Aeronautics Space Administration, and we've had this report there that some kind of alien was trapped in some kind of other galaxy or whatnot. I'm not entirely sure, but we're here to help him. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Let's do this thing again, shall we? Crazy stuff. Thank you for letting me know about the muted mic there, by the way. That would have been a really cool joke had it not been muted, but there we go. I'm glad they didn't actually put us back all the way. Look at that. So we are back here. That's cool. So literally what I did was just walk in that direction. And that killed me. Killed us all. What else, I wonder, shall we then do? And what was the warning? I'm going to see well clear this thing. Oh. Bob 2. Oh, poor little guy. I don't think we can. There's no peeing on this guy either, by the way. I don't know how to do that. Another bridge, I guess, that we need to extend down there. Patrick, tell me. Oh, this thing. Is that a gun? You call that a gun? How did we do this last time? Oh, it's one of those guns. Oh, yes, of course, yes. That was unbelievably fun. Oh, music. Do you think it's dead? Have we killed it? This is like the worst way of moving this thing around. That's Dutchum. Oh, I saw that the other day. DeForest Kelly, at the age of, I don't know, 104, visits the Star Trek Next Generation set. Shiny, look at the shaders, very nice. Very well done, guys. It completely looks out of place. Shall I step on it? Let's not. What is this? Is that one of those? Is that one of those balls that if you put it into a different planet, it'll go and abduct you? Grab it for Subnautica. That's a great idea. Wow. Wow. Seriously cool. The tree. First time we see the tree in Moray. That is very exciting. Seriously, seriously cool. Ah. Proper copper given by a copper. Do you know, Patrick, I actually found out what went wrong with it, with the picture last time in Subnautica, because I was looking at the screenshots that I had there, and I did have it in there. It was in the right folder, but it was not a JPEG. I think I just dropped the PNG in and the game engine didn't understand PNG, so there we go. I've reformatted it now, and so it was there. I could have literally used it. So I've reformatted it now in something that the game should understand, so there we go. Next Saturday, we shall have your copper picture in the gallery. I know, one of those things. You get ready for bed, Narame. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really, really cool that you hung out this long. And have a good night. Have a good night. And I do agree with you, Nauseum. Absolutely. It looks all so beautiful. And it's interesting that so many of you who've played this game before don't actually think it's boring to look at all this again, because it's just very exciting to see all this again. I think it's a really nicely well-made work of art, really. I'm going to try the same code that worked for me many times before, assuming it's the same one. Luckily, we've made a little bit of a note here of that, namely like that. And then we do this, and then we do that. And I think we do this as well. I just can't reach it from here. I was trying to frame up the bridge as well as the thing, like so. And I will take some HDRIs out of this game, especially in these locations that we've not been to yet. Blinding light. I can't wait to play the next one. Well, when I say next one, I got to start at the very beginning. So I've bought Mist, Real Mist, I believe. And I can't wait to try that out. Very exciting stuff. Look at that. And then there's, of course, Riven and all those things, literally every single game. It's going to be so exciting. But I think also, Nauseum, what gives this whole playing this game a new dimension is playing it together with you all. That is really cool, because this is one of those games that I think that would either frustrate me or it would mean I'd have to look at a walkthrough, but we're all just as stumped of what's happening to us when we discover new locations, and it's just so awesome to share that with people. I think that's just a whole new dimension of gameplay. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Let's get a hold of 11th hour, 7th guest. I wonder though if those games are actually more exciting in our memory than they would be in real life. Well, maybe Rod, you're gonna have another chance. I love this music, by the way. This in the bottom of the tree type music. I can imagine, Nauseum. I can imagine. Those are games, I think, I don't remember which game I did this with now, but it was one of those that I played and I thought, you know what, in my memory, this was really nice. And now that I'm picking it up again, years later, should we be worried about this red wire here? Cut that wire like... This is literally the water coming from... Was it Hunrath? Was it Murray? I don't even remember, but it goes through here. We're now in the bottom here, so now in order to activate this tree, I guess we just go and flick that lever. Oh my god, we're pumping in water from another dimension into this. Ay, caramba, mamacita, look at that. Oh, they all have a wire? I didn't see the wire yet. Woo-hoo! Brian, the joke you made in the holding loop really cracked me up. The one with the smooth jazz and welcome to customer service, that was hilarious. That was so super funny. Well, well, well. We've activated the water. It's all green here. Oh, look at that. This is exciting. What might the consequences be once we get back to the surface? Intergalactic plumber. I mean, can you imagine the call-out charge? Man, I'm going to have to come in from Andromeda. It's going to take me a couple of years to begin with. Unless you pay for instant travel. Ah, now this would be worthy of a HDRI, wouldn't it? All of this, really. I'm going to take some regular screenshots just for us. That's nice. Well, maybe like, you know, framing that thing out. That door is now closed again, or is this a different door? Yes, it is, Streamlab, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, as I said, I'm going to post all these things on Patreon there, the loops I've made, so you can download them from there, including the little GIF images as well. They just work really nice. Look at this. This is just awesome stuff. It's a big obelisk in the way there. Oh, phenomenal. I'm glad that we're finally seeing more bits of Murray, you know. There was, when we first discovered it, there was literally just one teleporter that would let us go there and a closed door, and that was it. And now we're seeing all the beauty of this dimension. And the tree is on. Yeah, I suppose they're a little bit... You can still use it on YouTube. It's just that you don't make money off that video then, if that's what you want to do. If you're not monetized, I don't think it matters. You can still use Beastie Boys music. If they allow you to keep it, the adverts just go and go to the Beastie Boys estate or whatever, or whoever the copyright holder is. But it's not going to harm your channel as such, which is kind of a nice way of doing it. It's just they're benefiting from your video. So if you want to go ahead and do that, go ahead. So I guess now that we're connected to this tree thing, we can basically just travel back and forth, no problem. Literally to any of the 3 dimensions. It also puts it into perspective that with Bob dead, I guess we have to pick another mission of our own. Yes, I think so too, Dreamlab, and it is actually more lucrative that way to do this as well. That way you get money from whomever, and the only reason really to keep monetization enabled is so that YouTube recommend your videos. It's a weird thing to think about that, but one of the creators, Fran Blanche, she's into electronics and all that. Look at the little flowers wiggle in the wind. Very cool. She had monetization disabled on her channel and noticed at one point that she wasn't getting views anymore, and that's because YouTube have stopped recommending her videos. So her subscribers still saw the notifications, but no one else discovered her videos anymore. And it turns out, and YouTube haven't quite made that public, that they were just realizing that, hey, you're getting lots of views and we're not making money through you, so we just stopped recommending your videos. If you make money, we make money, but if you don't want to make money, then we don't want you to make that through our platform. So she had to enable it just so that she was visible in search results. It's crazy. And Dreamlab, they don't get into trouble for copyright, or they just don't care about copyright things. Guess they don't care. I wonder if this is the way we need to go. Or if this is the one dimension that's still closed. Yeah, I guess they just play entire songs. If they get copyright flags, I don't know if we'll get to find out. I suppose it's not obvious to people if you have, because you can't tell if adverts are on there, then that just means that the copyright holder may get the money for that. But like you say, YouTube ad revenue is a bit of a mystery anyway, so sometimes you get the offer, you will now share revenue with the copyright holder. What that means is you don't actually get to share anything. They just keep it from you. You get maybe like 1 cent out of $10. That's what sharing means. Oh yes, okay, so Captar, I guess, aka Grey World. Oh yeah, those reaction channels, yes, absolutely. Julie and I frequently joke about it when some cover version of an 80s song comes out and people think, oh, this is great, man, this is brand new, and she can sing the lyrics and they think, whoa, you're into this stuff as well, huh? Nah, it's just because I've heard it like 30 years ago. Vinny Colaiuta made an interesting argument once when in an interview about streaming music on Spotify and all that, and he said, well, what music do you think you're gonna stream in 30 years from now? You're still gonna stream the same music that you're streaming right now, including back to the 80s and all that? What are you gonna do then? Good point. So this is our final dimension, I guess. that we haven't been to yet, that we don't even know what it's called yet. Red World, perhaps. You know, it's funny because we went literally from one dimension to another, didn't we? And now it looks like the fourth dimension, the next dimension, I don't actually know how we can reach it. We don't have a teleporter anymore that would allow us to go there. So this was the one that we just came in through. They do, don't they? Green world has blue water. But then also there's this thing, so how we can... Hang on a minute. So this is that one dimension that we can't currently go into. Okay. So what I find interesting is that they're all interconnected in various ways. So we have this thing. So this is Murray, right? I think this is Murray. That's connected to here. No, this is Murray. This is Murray. The green thing is Murray. The blue thing is Captar. But that is also connected to Hunrath here, and Hunrath is also connected to Captar, which is you can literally just go around in a big circle here forever. That's how that works, isn't it? Intergalactic travel. I wonder where that is. So here's the thing now. If we just go back here, I'm not entirely sure if we're done with this dimension yet. Are we done with Murray yet? If this indeed is Murray, and the red thing is the dimension that we have yet to unlock, so we can't go through here, then I wonder how we get there above ground. I mean, how do we get there? If I go and wander up this staircase again, or shall I say stone case, I'd imagine, but from where? Because from Hunrath we can go into Captar and Murray, or Grey World and Green World, and from Captar we find a way through the tree into the Green World, and we can also travel to here from Hunrath. But from Hunrath we've not found a way that would teleport us into the next dimension. In fact, I don't think we've ever been to the next dimension yet. I wonder if this actually is this gondola station that we came from. There is? Really, Brian? I don't recall. Oh, right. From the... I remember when we had the 3 teleporters and all that. How interesting. Because there's also... I remember this screenshot we took of something that we didn't quite know what to make of, and it was just this drawing of something. Why aren't these in order? Oh, here, this one, this here. I wonder if that is kind of a sketch of that. Could this be how the teleporters are arranged? You mean the one by the kind of the scrap yard where the tracks go in the circular way? Is that the one? Yes. I must admit, what I like is this thing that we can just gaily walk around and just enjoy the beauty of what they've made here. That is just so cool. There's almost the story you think, yeah, we'll work it out somehow, but my God, is this beautiful. On the other side of the water. Let's have a look. Oh, actually, the easiest and quickest way to get there, I guess, would be via the tree. Yeah. I'd like to take a screenshot of the smoke and just see what it looks like, because I don't know if they're employing some kind of magic here that sometimes you take a screenshot of things. In this case, it works okay, so it actually looks good. Sometimes with the volumetric lights, they're doing some kind of trick in which sadly the volumetrics aren't captured with the regular screenshot. I wonder if Ansel does that. That's something we could try out. We're going to go back to Hunrath now anyway. And if we go into the mayor's office, we might as well switch Ansel on and just see if an Ansel screenshot will look better. Yeah, tell me about it, Rod. Absolutely. So much work. Tree. Entrance to the tree. No, we can't go here. No, okay, fine. Tree, oh there it is. Now that it's green, I barely noticed it. Barely recognized it. Good point. Because the Hunrathian tree keeps changing its color all the time, doesn't it? Huh. Which way to Hunrath? This way, maybe? No. Perhaps this way. Maybe. Oh. Messes with your head. Tony Christie, show me the way to Hunrath. And Marie will wait for you. And Farley will wait for you. This is Hunrath, right? I mean, I'm assuming. Hunrath! Woo-hoo! What a cool game this is. So you're saying, Brian, behind Farley's house, Let's go there. Let's go to behind Farley's house. There's no point in speaking to CW over here, right? No point at all. He said his last word. Oh, right here. Oh, okay. And it's never ending, right? That's what I'm feeling. By the way, on the other side here. And very clever plot twist there when we just found out that about the whole Bob story. So now our mission seems to be something else. On the other side of this, yes, that's right. So yes, I was going to get there by walking through Farley's house. That's the only way I know how to get there. That's another nice thing for a GIF here, isn't it? Maybe behind this pole? Behind the tree? Over there, but how do I get over the gate here? Oh, I could just go, yes, of course I could. Ah, sorry, brain moment. Walk here? Here? Oh, yes! Very good point. Sorry, sometimes the simple things are just not very easy to see. Whoop. Have I gone too far? Not into here. Oh, you mean open this again? Ah, that's another nice idea. Thank you, Brian. I forgot about the mechanism or how it works. Aha! Thank you, Brian. Very well remembered. Oh, the other way? Are we not going the right way? I thought we're just going back to the back of Farley's house. Isn't that where we're going? Or do we need to go up here? Yeah, I can only do that. Oh, there we go. Thingy like this way. And now press the lever. Oh, really? Where does that get us? Oh, one more. Okay, like this way. Yeah. Ah, could do some WD-40 over here. Oh, I see what you're saying. So now we're going to find a way basically to come out of here, and then we go walk over here, and then we're going to have a look at the other side of the river. Brian, I didn't even know that's what we're doing. So thank you so much for explaining that to me. Oh my, the other side of the river. Oh, speaking of volumetric lights, just because I wanted to try it out. It's not a great picture, but if I take a picture of this, Yeah, very good point. Thank you so much. I appreciate that because this is something I would have never even thought of. Oh, so now it works. Yeah. Okay. I will test that theory another day. Oh, wow. No, that's absolutely cool, Brian. That is a very, very exciting new development here. Okay, back in the tree. Back to Green World. At least you remembered something about this game, Brian. You also remember that it was really good. That's another good thing. So when we're in Murray, in Green World again, then we're going to go back into Hunrath, and then we're going to go and see if we can pop out of that other end and see what's on the other side of that river. That is so cool. Well, green cable. Wrong dimension. Green. Okay. Step into the light. Step into the light. Hello, Green World. How do we go back again? Around this way? Yes, yes. I think we haven't even started yet. I think Dreamlab, we don't have to go that far. I think we can go on a teleporter we found a little bit beforehand here. You absolutely imposter, dude. Very disappointed in you. Oh. We didn't quite expect that, did we? So there was literally behind here, there was another teleporter. Maybe this is, I don't know why they did that. So we can't go back through here. Is the teleporter here somewhere? It isn't, is it? Yes, up here's a dying alien dude. And literally just around here, I think just through that door over there, that's where we could have gone to... That's where we could have gone back into Hunrath. But alas, my fellow Hunrathians, we're just going to have to go back to Hunrath via the tree. And then go exactly, yes. And then just grab a teleporter from Hunrath back into Murray. Well, you live and learn. Wouldn't that be nice? Interstellar Uber. Here we go. That's it. Precisely, how would you even organize a map like this? That'd be really, really difficult. You need a multi-dimensional map. Could this be it? Capta? No, not quite. There was no way from Capta into Murray, right? We didn't find that. It's still closed. Ah, Hunrathian map thing. What I always found annoying about drawing my own maps is that that's a good map, yes. Is EC Escher, MC Escher. What I always found disconcerting about drawing my own maps was when I started in the middle of the piece of paper and then I went left and left and left and the map just wouldn't actually continue on the right and I was just running out of paper and it just looked all really messy. Yeah, Escher, come play Obduction with us. See if you can work it out. With your multi-dimensional thoughts. So I guess since we're already here by the mayor's office, we could just take that exit, right? Yes. God Jays. I like that, Patrick. That's exciting. Was this it? This was it, wasn't it? Doesn't look like much. It looks so unsuspecting when the ground is also Hunrath. You don't actually need to, you could easily overlook this. All right, come on. Press the blue button. I can't quite remember where we get to now in Murray. I guess here. Don't panic, everyone. Where do we go? I always get confused. When I land here, I always get confused. Oh yes, down here. No, not down here. Yes. Panic! Oh my god. No, don't panic. Okay. Let's repeat after the lady.
Don't panic. This is the best way to keep everyone safe. Just stay on this path and
Oh, and then we go over here? Is that right, Brian? Do we go over here? The other way. Gotcha. They are quite clever here, aren't they? Let's make sure they don't come back this way. Let's close every single door that we have here. Huh. That told us. At least they're trying to help. Imagine I leave those open. We just never get there. Okay, this way then. Oh, good point. Yeah, they don't want us to do that. And they're probably blaming us for killing Bob. I wish there was such a thing. Aha! Could this be what we're all looking for? Okay, let's go back. Godspeed, Mr. Kane. So apart from the couple of glitches that we had, Mixer was holding up pretty well today then, wasn't it? Super crazy freezes, exactly. Oh, is this loading taking a little bit longer than usual? Okay, we're back in Honrath. Now, to find that nice place by the water, it's going to be over here somewhere. Somewhere there. Let's go. This is going to be exciting. Yes, because, yes, that was the one thing that totally confused me, that this thing can also just disappear itself and then there's nothing there in that spot. Okay. Not going down here. No problem. Instead, we'll go over here. Oh, let me play some suspense music, actually. That's a good idea. Oh, it's a bit loud as well. That's the only thing that I dislike. Some of these tracks, I have to change the volume so that it blends in. But hey, we're going to the water thing, aren't we? This is the only way I know how to get there, through the mayor's office. Back to Greenworld? No, we don't go back to Greenworld. We just came from there. Now we're going to the other side of that water, aren't we? Trust me, Brian, trust me. I know what I'm doing. Oh, yes, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying now. Oh, man. Crazy. Okay, good. So we need to go... Oh! Oh! But don't we just need to get to the... Just for my clarification here, explain it to me, like as if I'm a layman who's never heard of abduction before. Isn't it true that all we need to do is we need to come out here? Yes, where the multiple teleporters are, right? Yes. And then we come out of here. Oh my God, now I get it. I get it. Because this is where we only get to come out of that door when we go to Greenworld, muck up the teleporting devices things. And then one of them gets us to this crazy corridor that walks us right here, right? That's how we do it. Oh. So, Brian, ding! That's another sound effect I need. The light bulb effect. So then the next question, of course, becomes... We just go, I'll just retrace my steps here. Go back to where we just came from, through the mayor's office. Hello, mayor. Goodbye, mayor. That mayor, it's totally the fake mayor. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, Julia bouncing on the door hard. Where is that? I've made a folder here. That was the Patrick folder. There we go. That's the one. That's a good doorbell sign. Okay, and then do we just take this thing? Do you think, Brian? Is this how we get there? All right, let's do this. Don't panic. And this is definitely going to get us back to those other crazy teleporters, right? They're like the 3 in a row, 9 in a row, that sort of thing. Come on, that's the plan. That's the plan. We're going to get to see that next dimension, whatever it's called today. I don't know, pink world or whatnot. How else would we have gotten into green world then? Yeah, see, we're back here. Huh. But there was some kind of weird bridge thing going here, wasn't there? Okay. Say it with me, boys and girls. Don't panic. Right, we go back here, I think. And who needs a plan anyway? Exactly. And then we're kind of here where there once was, but isn't anymore. Oh, we need to do something else here now, don't we? Yeah, that's that piece of Hunrath that we brought back so that we have the little bridge here. Cool. This little pond here, very nice. Wafty little leaves and stuff. Anyway. I think so too. I think this is, we just walk through here and eventually we just come back to this other structure. Somehow. Oh, well, wasn't that indeed him? Julia gets 5 points. Da, 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 da. Instant copyright strike. You can, if you file a thing there with YouTube, you can tell them one of the options, you only have limited options. And one of the options is, this is a cover version of a song that I've performed. Don't remember seeing this last time. Oh, because we were down there. Yes. Let's grab that elevator button. Bing. Yes. Oh. Which of the 47 elevators do you think, or buttons, do you think we need to press in order to get to that little... Let's go. Yes, lift. Because I remember there were so many weird combinations now. And was it this sphere or was it the next sphere? Maybe the next one? Let's try, let's work our way through it. And I think I'm going to try the middle button, right? What happened here? I don't remember this. Where are all the buttons? And then of course there was this, where they're like the on the bottom here. Yeah, where are all the buttons here? Where have they gone? Please, give us another hint, Patrick. Could be. Let me just try this one real quick and just see where that gets us. Freedom rings a bell, like in a crazy kind of freedom! But what that was, I don't really remember. Hello? Hunrath? It wasn't ants, was it? Scottish, yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with ants, that's true. Half blue. Ah, that was it. Father Abraham said it. Plus 5 points, exactly. Nice one. So Julia now has 10 points. Woohoo! Ah, okay. I should have listened to you, Brian. Ah, yes. This looks... Ooh, what happened to the light there? Yeah, as they say, many ways lead to Rome. Oil can, shovel. That is just so cool. This, I don't think I would have ever found out. This is another nice little GIF, isn't it? Or loop, rather. And the astute observer will find, hey, this is not something that you can do if you haven't played this game for like 25 hours straight. Okay, Patrick, give it to us. Look at that, it splashes off the one. That's very cute. Does Brian get more points because he said it before the official one fell? Ah, okay. Now that is a nice little loop. Can you imagine? You have to figure out what the differences are between the picture and reality. Ah, can we do anything with this? Maybe paint something else into it and then reality will change. That would be kind of cool. So, completely different part of Hunrath. Ah, would you look at that? Shame we don't have that mobile blue laser that destroys rocks. Could really do with that here, couldn't we? But of course there's no tracks inside, so difficult to bring our track-based thing. Don't have a portable one handy. Or do we? Oh, that was... Do you know, I know the actors. And it's not Unbreakable. I always forget the title of the movie. It's almost like the title of the movie is I See Dead People. But it's not the title, is it? That's something else. That's the one. That's the one. Got me. Okay. 6 Cents. That was it. Let's concentrate on the game. Exactly. Let's see how we can... What do we do with these? Blue laser. Can we fire that from anywhere? Maybe on the other side. Butterflies, help me out here. It is a very nice scene, I have to say. Very, very nice scene. And I don't really have the power to do this with my bare hand, like, hiya! Oh, by the way, so Discord have rolled out something. It's speaking of movie night, they now allow us to stream directly to a Discord server. Sadly, it's still limited to 10 people, but it's possible. It's possible. And the only thing I need to get going to get our movie night going is literally try and get audio working. So video I've already got working, that's all cool, but audio is not quite working yet. And then we can do movie night on Discord. I really don't know how to crack the puzzle. Exactly. Once we get that sorted, we'll be, so Discord, so they've rolled this thing out, but it's not quite on everyone's server yet. So they say might take 2 weeks, might take 2 months to do this, but eventually there should be some kind of an icon there that I press and then I can stream something to a voice channel. And then we can basically watch that crazy German movie with subtitles. So there's no English version of that. It's gonna be just maximum 10 of us. And we can go chat. So, it's an interesting one. It's a crazy one. We'd have to be able to either point our laser from way over here somewhere, trying to hit those things, these blocks over here, so that we can walk in. Or we have to bring a portable blue laser with us. Neither of these options, I think, are going to work for us. So then the third option would be to get rid of these from the other side, of course. Yes, that would be great. That would be great, Patrick. Do one for Rod. Announce the girls from TNA. I can animate it, Rod can put it on his YouTube channel. That'd be great. Let's do that. Maybe for the announcement of the next chapter, what do you think? Or to bring this one to a close or something like that. Like just like a nice little coming soon type teaser. Nothing like a bit of brainstorming to get the creative juices flowing. The man of many voices. So if my bearings are anything to go by, which I'm not saying they are, somehow I have a feeling that our rocks are somewhere this way. Just trying to figure out if there is a way for us to go there. We can't see anything from in here. Excellent. Let's do that, Patrick. So, even though we're on the other side of the river, we are just completely stuck here, aren't we? How am I going to get rid of those boulders? We've asked ourselves that question many times before. You know, he totally surprised me with that as well. I basically, we're working on something, another little surprise for Saturday, and oh, there we go, elevator, excellent. And he gave me a few samples of what he could do, and one of these was that effect, which was just so funny. And because he mentioned abduction in it, I thought, hey, that's going to be a great little intro for abduction. I am easily confused, but the reason why I'm confused now is because, yes, I went too far, didn't I? Right, yes. You have, Patrick, you have. Brian, do you remember how we get this back? Is this something that we should be getting back? Is this something that we need to twist now to get into the... You don't think we need whatever it is? Yes, what do we need? Well, we don't need it, I guess, so... Because how do we get rid of those boulders? Ah, okay, cool. In Hunrath, just riddle me this. In Hunrath, on the far side of the river or on the other side of the river? So by far side, I mean where we've just been. Or should we be on the other side of the river, which is the side that we explore the moment we arrive in Hunrath? Right. We need to do something there. Well, the only thing I can think of what we could be doing there was, it literally is, and the only thing that does smash red rocks is literally our cart, our little track-based cart. That is exciting, isn't it? Okay, good stuff. Now, then, of course, riddle me this. How do we get back there? Do we do it via this? Maybe. It's the quickest way. Let's try it. Let's see if we can do it. Are you guys okay playing, or do we need to stop this at one point? I am aware of the lateness of the hour in Europe, 2:15. People in the UK have already gone to bed. But between the Eastern Seaboard and Independence, Missouri, kind of, why don't we keep going for another maybe 20 minutes or so? See if we get there. It's kind of cool. So Rod's had his dinner already. So, okay, we're here. That's kind of good. Julia's starving. You can always get some Chex Mix. It's tradition. Oh, look, and then we have this. Okay. Okay, nobody panic. Don't eat Jay. Yeah, I've got some coffee still. I am getting hungry though, especially you talking of leftovers. We had leftovers for lunch, by the way. We can try, we can try. And also, you never know. Maybe Christina wakes up in the hospital and it's, 2 a.m. and they've accidentally switched on the internet. So if you're watching, Christina, we are still thinking of you. This isn't Hunrath, is it? What just happened? Didn't we just go from... No, we just came from Hunrath and now we're back here. Yeah, exactly. We miss you, Christina. Shame we can't just take this with us. Oh no, that was the red laser thing, wasn't it? Oh, fish. What kind of fish? Tilapia, bit of cod, salmon, catfish. Yeah, that tells you something. Do you remember on Seinfeld, they always talked about food. They were constantly eating. It was always diner, coffee shop, food, anything really. Reaper on toast. Oh. Oh, fish and fries. See, nice one. I'm just randomly using teleporters here, see if I ever get back to where I'm supposed to be. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Fish Club. How exciting. I kind of like the idea that, on one hand, it's a limitation on Discord when it's only 10 people being able to watch at the same time. But at the same time, it also makes it really nice and kind of an exclusive club, first come, first serve. 10 should be enough. Especially, Rod and Joe can watch together. It's going to be good. Bacon wrapped in bacon with cheese on the top. Aha! Endless loop my foot. See, it's exactly where I want it to be. Because the other way, I would have never gone back to this side of the river. This is how we're going to refer to it now. This side and the far side of the river. Aha! Ay caramba! Do you see what I'm seeing? I'm not quite seeing it as such, but I can imagine that if we park our cart here and just randomly point it at that. Are these the boulders? Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds very nice. Did you make it with or without mayonnaise, Joe? Because I can imagine it's working well without mayo. Oh my god, do you actually get to see picture still, or is it just subtitles? See, we just need to trust that this is where that is, and then we just go and blast that laser there, and then we'll just see what happens. Oh, I can imagine, Rod. That sounds very nice. So because my mom used to make... Mom, if you're still watching, by the way, very cool, actually, that you're still there. We always used to make tuna salad with Miracle Whip back in the day. And that was always mayonnaise based. So some gherkins, a bit of the brine from the gherkins, raw onion, nicely cooked potatoes, a bit of salt and pepper, no egg. I'm not a big fan of boiled egg in there. And then just leave it there for a day. Next day, it's even better than on the first day. But then years later, we realized that we can also make potato salad without mayonnaise. And instead of mayo, use some bacon bits. That is very nice. They're both really nice. She probably did, yeah. I don't think so. I think my mom was probably going to be still up watching this. Knowing my mom. Ah, I see. This is where that is. This goes over here. Oh my god, I think this isn't going to be easy to just put that cart over where we're going to... Oh no! Don't say that. Don't say it like that. This is going to be a bigger mission, you know? Much, much bigger mission than we had first thought. Thank you, Julia, for hosting my stream and sharing it with 0 viewers. That's very kind of you. And at the 11th hour, yes, with 5 minutes to go. That's nice. Ooh, have we seen these guys before? Hey, that's new. With the 7th guest at the 11th hour. These guys never used to buzz around that water tower up there. Oh, see, very nice, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, Miracle Whip is, highly underrated. Woohoo, fairy! How exciting! Oh no, he's dropping. Oh. Well, my friends, whoops, I just dropped my game controller. I think, and this is literally just a... Oh, now it's no longer working. That's not so good, is it? I can still take pictures. That's good. Ah, there we go. It's coming back to life, everyone. I think what we need to do is we need to go back to Grey World, and this is going to be a major undertaking. I think we should do that next time. We need to go back to Grey World to exchange this sphere with a piece of track, and then we're going to have to go and park our little carty thing on that piece of track, go back to Grey World, twist it there somehow, and bring it back somehow. I think it just comes back on another part of the track, because right now the issue that we're having is that this piece of track only goes from over here, up there, this thing, to over here. I think we just need to bring that thing back so that we can just drive our cart through here, which currently is blocked. Then it comes out of here, and then we can go and point that thing at the rocks. So that's going to take major time. So I suggest we do that next time, next Monday. I think that's a good idea, because it's going to take another hour or so just to get there, which is, awesome. Yes, Patrick, to answer your question, it was vibrating and it fell out of my hands. Exactly. So it's good, isn't it? I can barely see it. It's the moonlight. It's like full moon tonight. It's kind of shining against me. But anyway, thank you for joining me. It was awesome to hang with you for so long. How long did we actually hang? We hung for like hours, man. That's awesome. 3.5 hours. This is good. This is very good. I can't make it. If I were to switch this light off, by the way, it's going to look even scarier. Now that looks scary, I could just put the room lights on, but no, let's just do this. This is nice. This is nice. I'm going to say goodnight to y'all, and I will see you hopefully on Saturday for a wonderful, marvelous round of Subnautica Saturday. Maybe with a little surprise introduction from someone who remains nameless for now, I think. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful, marvelous week. And let's see if we can crack this thing next time. Bye-bye.